Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the NARS NARSissist Studio Cheek Palette, and if it's worth it, I'm going to show you a demo of me using it. So if you are interested, then keep watching, and if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, this is what the palette looks like. It has 7 shades in it, and it comes with a really big mirror. I don't want to blind you. And it retails for $55. This is the shade that really sold me. This is the Laguna Bronzer, which is one of their very popular bronzers. It's one of my all-time favorite bronzers. I always have it in my collection, and so this was kind of what sold me. It's $40 on its own, so $55 for the entire palette for me was a steal. So that's kind of like what made me buy it, but I obviously wanted to make sure I liked the other shades too before I decided if it would actually be worth it to me or not. So I am wearing 4 of the shades on my face right now, which I will insert clips of me putting my makeup on today so that you can see what it looks like as I'm putting them on, and then we'll also do swatches and everything. The first shade in here is called Paloma Contour Blush. This is the pink beige, and as you can see, it's kind of more of a highlight shade on me. And then the second color is again the Paloma Contour Blush in the color Deep Rose. And this is more of a true contour shade. So this is me applying that shade, contouring my face. I'm just going to place it in the hollows of my cheeks and then also up on my temples and into my hairline. I am blending it quite a bit. It does look a little bit harsh in the video, but it does blend out, and I do end up setting my face and then just blending everything, so it does look seamless in the end, which you can see in the rest of the video. But here I do know that on the video it looks a little bit crazy. I ended up really liking this shade for contouring. And then this is Laguna Bronzer. This is one of my all-time favorite bronzers. You're not really going to be able to see it too much on my skin. But that's it, very subtle. Laguna is one of my favorite bronzers you can contour with it and you can warm up your face with it because it's a pretty neutral shade. So I just put it all over my cheeks, on my forehead, and then under my jawline. I do the 3E technique. So I use a much bigger brush for this because I don't have to be so precise, but this is just such a great versatile bronzer. If you don't have one in your collection, I would definitely recommend this one. And then this second row is just named 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 1 is Icy Lilac. And this again would be more of like a highlighting color, which you can't really see that well on my skin either. The second one is number 2, Peach Sunset. And this is more of a shimmery color, and it would be kind of like a blush topper or even a highlight shade. Number 3 is Shimmering Rose Peach. This is one that I'm wearing on my face today, and I have that one mixed with this last one, number 4, Antique Rose. And I think this Antique Rose is the perfect shade for fall. I ended up just picking up a little bit of each of these shades and then tapping off the excess, and then I just push it into my skin on the apples of my cheeks and then blend it back. I ended up really liking this color. I think it's perfect for fall. It's just a really nice way to add a little bit of flush to your cheeks. Alright, so overall, I think that if there are enough shades in the palette that you would wear, then it is definitely worth your money. For me, there's about 4. So I will definitely be using the 2 bronzers and then these 2 blushes. This one is more of like a blush topper or even a highlighter if you have a deeper skin tone. This lilac shade I'm just not really into, and then this highlight shade I'm not that into either. I might get some use out of it if I was traveling and I brought this palette with me, but I have 4 out of the 7 shades are worth it for me, and since I did get it on sale, I think that the palette is worth my buy. So I think that if you're going to buy it, unless you like all of the shades, maybe go and swatch it and test it out and see if you like it, and if you do, that might be worth it for you. Or wait for Ulta to have a 20% off, or wait until you have points or a gift card. That's kind of what I always say. If you're looking at a more expensive palette and you're just not sure if you'll get use out of every single shade, then maybe wait. But for me, it's $40 for just the Laguna Bronzer, so having 3 other shades in the palette that I do like is worth it for me. And this is a great palette to travel with, and I will have multiple things in one palette, so I don't have to carry multiple different items. Alrighty guys, that is everything. I hope that this video was helpful for you and it swayed you and kind of gave you some information one way or another of if it's worth it for you to spend the cash on this palette. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.